Hey everybody, it's Rich coming at you with another Photoshop tutorial. So in this one, I'm going to show you how to master the Twitter background image. We're going to create something like this. Hit into Photoshop, make a new document. For the width, it's best to start off with the smallest width of screens that you want to target. So 1280 is pretty small, that's standard MacBook. MacBook Airs can get a little smaller, so maybe try 1024 if you wanted to target old screens and that kind of thing. But 1280 is pretty safe. So we're going to start with this and then we're going to widen it after so that the image doesn't get messed up on screens that are wider. So we're going to start with that. Height doesn't matter, it's whatever you need to get your content in. Hit OK. So to start off, I'm going to hit Command or Control K, and then I'm just going to pop some grid lines in here. I've already got this set up for what I like. And then to show those, Command or Control, and then the quotation mark or apostrophe key, and then you've got some grid lines there. Awesome. So just for ease of design, I'm going to block out Twitter's area that they use. It's about 866 pixels. So I've just got my marquee tool and I've done fixed size and then typed that in. I'm just going to pick a color here and I'm going to hit my Alt or Option key and my Delete key to fill it with the color. And then Command or Control D to deselect. And I'll just center it on that grid line there. Awesome. Now we're ready to start designing. I'm going to do what I showed you there. That's my line tool. Height, say 25 pixels. And then hold my Shift key to make that straight. Awesome. We'll slide that up to the top. Cool. And then we'll do two more lines, 80 pixels. And now I'm going to do a blue one. Shift key to make it straight. Awesome. And then I'm going to hit my Alt or Option key in my Move tool and drag down. That'll make a duplicate. And now I'll just change the color of that to purple. Cool. Now I'll align them and just nudge them up a tiny bit so we don't have a gap. Move that up to the top so we can see what room we've got. And then now I'll add a background. So Command Shift N, that'll make a new layer right at the top. I'll bring that to the bottom. Make my foreground color this blue. Alt or Option and Delete to fill it with the color. Awesome. Now I'm going to add my text. Make that white. Inspiration. Move that over. And then Alt key and drag down. Inspiration jarred. Move that over. Oops, don't want to resize. Drag out a grid line so I can line these up. This is just pretty quick. Nudge that over till it's hitting the grid line reasonably lined up, and then I'll just drag down with my Alt key again, and you'll notice that my line height is kind of small on here. The way you change that, well, you click that button there, that's kind of your text settings, and then your line height is this guy. So if we go 50 point, we've got lots of space between our lines. If we go down to like 33 point, kind of where we're at before, it's smushed together more. You're done the design, hide that background. Once you're done designing, head over to Image, Canvas Size, and then we're going to anchor it to the left side here. And then width, I'm going to, we'll head into pixels and then uncheck relative. And then for the biggest screens, I'm going to type in 2600 pixels. So that's going to cover all kinds of retina displays and that kind of thing. 2600, we're going to zoom out a little and then just drag everything, resize all the stuff so that it fits. This way, things should display reasonably well, especially if they're only aligned to the left on any kind of display. But since we're only aligning things to the left, it's cool if we make this image bigger because we're going to get Twitter to stick it to the left side. So now that that's done, this image should display perfectly on all sizes of displays. So we're going to save it. I'm going to use a PNG because we've got big areas of single color. Use a JPEG if you've got gradients, but PNGs look nicer when they're compressed if you've got big areas of single color. JPEGs get all artifacty and weird. And then once it loads here, background image, choose existing, that was thing 3, and I'm going to make sure it's aligned to the left, and then my background color is the same blue I was using in Photoshop, this one right here. I've just copied the hex code in. That way you're not going to be able to tell where my background ends and Twitter's generated background starts. So hit save, and then Twitter's going to upload that. And then it should show up nicely. There we go, inspiration jar, thoughtcandies.com. Now we've got a cool background image, and this is going to stay on the left, and it should look awesome on any size of display. It'll be a little smaller on the big displays, but that's okay. We're still going to be able to see everything. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned a lot. Please be sure to comment and rate and subscribe. Also follow at ThoughtCandies on Twitter and hit up thoughtcandies.com.